Let's show them how we get it done. 1 to the 2, bring it back to the 1. American band saying we got them on the run like this. So wet, save your Vaseline. Click so sick, don't need vaccines. People want the boom to the boom, we gon' bring it to LAMONT then S. Vinyl on the way that we independently press on a mission to get big checks and pay rent. So pull your power up and gentlemen, place your bets like this.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Jakob Poeltl. Warren is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Hammonds. And it's Hunt in at the point guard position. Now, here's Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air. Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Rozier looking around. Shoots over Warren. And it's Rozier missing. And the Spurs with possession. Here's Hammonds. Rebound by the Heat. On the wing, Rozier. And that one is hammered home.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
Hammonds passes to Warren. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, when we started the season with back-to-back wins. The team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Kicks it out to Grant. And Poeltl pulls it down. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Tatum, Warren trying to break loose. Tatum's shot is off. And so Grant will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Out left to the wing. Nwaba finds Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
You know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Now here's Tatum. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Nwaba passes to Grant. Now back to Nwaba. Here's Irving. They get it again.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Nice shot by Poeltl.
There's no stopping Poeltl when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
And there's the pass to Holmes. Rozier kicks to Irving. Inside, Holmes. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bembry the pass to Johnson. Doesn't go for it. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Washington. Outside Irving. From the line. And that one goes long. Spurs trail by 3. To the right side. Here's Carson. Johnson kicks to Carson. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And here is Irving. He has 6. Pass to Washington. Washington sets the pick for White. Tries the spin move. The rebound by the Spurs.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Green finds Brown. Back to Green. Got a piece of it. An even 3-on-3 break. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Miami leading by 5. White left side. The shot. Irving can't hit.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Carson. He's covered by Irving. Carson gets the bucket.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
The Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Irving passes to White. Back to Irving. Out to White. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
9 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Carson over Irving. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Miami ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Jeremy Grant is out there with Holmes. Then it's David Nwaba. Then it's White. And it's Rozier in at the 2 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. White with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Driving inside. And he makes the 8-footer.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Rozier with the steal. Pass to White. The kick out to Rozier. Grant sets a screen for Rozier. And Poeltl pulls it down. Spurs trail by 3.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And it's Rozier missing. And San Antonio shooting just 31% in the game. And Greg Poeltl has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Launches a 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And over the course of his career, Rozier has really improved his three-point numbers. That off-season work on the jumper has paid off big time.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Hammonds.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Holmes kicks to Rozier. And the Heat, another 3.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Spurs trail by 7. Embry the pass to Warren. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Brown. And it's Miami with the rebound. White the pass to Rozier. That shot is off. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Tatum down low. Nwaba defending. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Rozier the pass to White. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. McDaniels comes in for David Nwaba. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Terry Rozier. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Grant for 3. It's good from long range. Grant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
To the middle. And Johnson with the stop.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Washington. Out to White from past the arc. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Spurs trail by 12. On the wing, Brown. White covering. Johnson dishes to Warren. The kick out to Tatum. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. The Heat leading by 12. Irving from long range. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Tatum down low. Washington's on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant. And sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him. What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
And Miami making a change here. Henry's checked in. Grant outside. Fires from deep. That one misses. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Yeah, easy call.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Miami?
Shooting for San Antonio.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
50 seconds left in the first half. Here's Irving. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Tatum with it. Working on McDaniels. Tatum passes to Hunt. Over Irving. Hunt can't get it to go. Miami leading by 11. McDaniels kicks to Irving. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Back to Washington. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Stolen by Grant. Now Henry. No points in the game yet for him. Irving for 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Miami looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly followed.
And hey, Ernie, it's not hard to see why they're down at this point.
Okay, and now moving on to what's been a fan. And that's a halftime wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Warren. He's out there with Jakob Poeltl. Emmons is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Hunt in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Nwaba. Down low, here's Rozier, and he uses the glass on the layup. Rozier's got 10 points.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
Emmons, it falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Wow, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Floats it up for Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
A wing who can elevate, get Grant the ball anywhere close to the rim, and he knows what to do with it.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Hammonds.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And the pass to Rozier. From outside, off the mark.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Warren. And the lead is down inside single digits. Warren's got his second basket.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Jabari Parker comes in for Warren. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jason Tatum. Aston Nwaba. On the wing, Rozier. Hands it from downtown. Rozier's got 5 points in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
San Antonio calls timeout. Whitey's checked in for the Heat. And San Antonio also making a switch. Carson's checked in. Spurs trail by 12. Hunt the pass to Carson. Over Rozier. It's hauled in by the Heat. Nwaba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Good on the bucket. Grant's got the lead up to 14 now for Miami.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
And just over 6 feet, Rozier plays bigger than that height. He has that great underdog mentality, fighting through the foul.
Daniels, he's checked in for Grant. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Offensive rebound. Here's Nwaba. Here's Holmes. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To the wing right side. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Parker. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Parker's got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The kick out to Rozier. Passes it to White. Back to Rozier. Driving to the basket.
And this game has been so smooth for Rozier. He's finding his shots and really taking charge on the floor.
To the left wing. Here's Carson. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And Pirtle sends it back. Finney-Smith kicks to Parker. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. Over in the corner, Rozier. To Holmes. Good ball movement here by Miami. On the clock. Fades. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hunt the pass to Parker. Unloads. Collects the 2-pointer near the hoop.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Some changes here for the Spurs.
For your Heat, you Dixon.
And Miami has possession. And he drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
Now at the line,
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Brown the pass to Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
McDaniels cranes the three-pointer. McDaniels got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Ntilikina looking it over. Warren on the wing. Here's Bembry. Light covering. Fires the three. Ntilikina can't hit. Brown against Irving. A nice shot by McDaniels. That's now 8 points for Jaden McDaniels.
Ooh, that's a clever pass there by Kyrie, getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
With 2 seconds left. No good on the shot. A big-time effort for Terry Rozier, providing a lot of energy for the Miami Heat. He got into double digits. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Heat leading by 19 points. We've got Irving. Grant is out there with Washington. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Henry in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. Grant, that's good.
And getting points inside, important for Grant. Allows him to get a little bit of extra room on the perimeter when he needs it.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And here is Henry. There's the pass to Washington. The dish to Irving. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Heat lead by 21.
This man is a 3-level scorer. And this level, by the rim, there is nobody like Kyrie Irving and that touch he has.
They get it back. Green. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. That 3 off the mark. Hunt the pass to Warren. Here's Hunt. Trying his luck from deep. Miami grabs the miss. McDaniels got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3 gets the three-pointer to fall. McDaniels got 9 points here in the second half.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end. One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Well, let's see.
Took him no time at all on that one. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D. Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Here is Matthews. Wright looking around. Pass to Marshall. Richard, 2004 was the last time that the NBA expanded. Now, some say Seattle and maybe Las Vegas could before long have teams of their own. What do you think?
Oh, please give me Seattle back. Please give me Vegas back. Do you know what I would give to have those two cities back in our league and to have to travel to them? Look, but you must have deep pockets. Let's be honest with yourself. The franchises now are selling for over $3 billion. You got to think that the expansion fee will at least be that much per team.
Wright outside. Dishes it to Marshall. To the inside. Parker with the steal. Stolen by Washington. Up top, Wright to the paint. And then Washington with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Carson, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And Wright kicks to Henry. Back to Wright. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. No good. Shot missing. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Stolen. Here is Matthews. Henry. And he banks in the layup. Henry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Marshall. And Irving subbed in for Matthews.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Unloads from 13. And it's Irving missing. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Terry Rozier.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Irving with the steal. Here's Henry. Bangs home the trifecta.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Substitution on the court.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Inside, Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
San Antonio foul. Frank Ntilikina. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one drops.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Right side Tatum. Here's Ntilikina. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA.
You won't make us me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad.